There we go. I do not know what happened, but it decided as soon as I clicked live that it was going to like lose its mind and go completely elsewhere. So now that I have it back going, how is everybody? You can tell what I'm going to be doing after the live. I'm going to go watch the game. We also had our first snow day today. So the kids were a little wild and crazy. So it's been a day. So we are going to roll right in. I've got some good stuff. So I figured today a lot of people are going to start shopping for gifts for everybody for Christmas and whatnot. So we're going to go with the more giftable items today. And of course, if you check out my Buy It Now section, I've got a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be showing on today's live, but I've shown either on previous lives or it's just stuff that you can add since you're already getting stuff sent your direction. And of course, I have so many things in the Buy It Now that it's taking me a minute to scroll. Okay, so the first thing I've got is it's an embroidered little banner. Crafting each day keeps the crazy away. This is basically like why I craft. This is my motto. This is embroidered by me on it's like a muslin kind of fabric. And then it's got like a little wooden dowel rod going across to hang it from. These are $15. I have one that says this. And then I have another that the cat is laying on. Too many ideas, not enough time. So these would be great for a craft room or, any room, because chances are if you're crafty, your stuff is not just in the craft room, it's everywhere. So I only have one of each of these. And that's probably the last that I'm going to have of these in stock. So get them while you can. Like I said, those are $15 a piece. And then I've got, let's do our kits. So this year I tried to do something slightly different. I decided to do some gift sets. So I have 3 different gift sets: the knitting, crochet, spinning, and weaving. So this is the knitting box. I wanted to keep it kind of holiday neutral. So it's just kind of winter themed and colored. So if we open up the knitting box, let me put this down a little. If we open up the knitting box, you get an 8-ounce skein of hand-spun merino in our wonderful wintry colorway. So if you can see, this is what your hand-spun is going to look like. And then handmade candles that are pine and pine scented, all natural beeswax candles that we made. Some hand cream, again, all natural. We made it here. And some wooden circular bamboo needles that are the perfect fit for the cowl pattern that comes with this as well. So it's the supplies to knit that. So here's the cowl pattern. It can be up or you can roll it down. Very easy, fairly quick knit, and it's very stretchy. So easy to get over your head. And you can see my dress form right here is modeling it. Right there. So you get that pattern in the knitting box, and then you get the crochet version in the crochet box. And then handmade stitch markers in the same colorway. There's 4 of them in here, and then it comes in a handy little little organizational case, and then a cup of tea, because what else is, you got to knit with the candle and the tea. And again, here's the yarn that comes with this set. And then there will be a zippered project bag that has one of 4 different Fiber Arts themed prints on it, all original artwork. And then there will be a tote project bag that comes in each of the sets as well, so that you can craft on the go. So that was the knitting set. And I have 5 of these available, and they are $75, which is actually a really good deal, because if you price these items individually, it exceeds the $75 mark. But I wanted everybody to have something fun. These make great gifts for either yourself or someone else. This is the crochet kit. It comes with the 8-ounce skein of yarn, and I can either do it in a traditional skein or I can do a center pull ball like this one is, whichever is your preference. You can just let me know in the order. And it comes with the handmade pine scented beeswax candle and the very wonderful hand cream. Oh, I forgot to mention, these are orange and clove scented, because that's what holidays smell like to me, aside from, the given pine tree. Cup of tea, and then a wooden bamboo crochet hook. That's the proper size for the cowl pattern that comes with this. And then the stitch markers that are also handmade by me. So that is the crochet winter comfort gift set. And of course, I'm partial to tea, so even if you're not a coffee drinker, I think everybody can kind of universally accept tea. I don't know. And then this is the weaving set. So you get 2 smaller skeins of Handspun, and then each box will have a different weight or commercial spun yarn to kind of complement these yarns and give you a little bit more variety and texture in your weaving. It comes with it's part wraps per inch, part Diz, if you are also a spinner, tool, 3D printed by my husband in his 3D printing company. And then a pin loom. Obviously with weaving, it would be a little difficult for me to put a full-size loom or even a rigid heddle. So we're experimenting, playing with the pin looms. So you don't have the pins in this one yet. Those ship up like loose in the box. And then that way you can pick the set if you want it to be every pin or every other pin, to kind of give yourself a little bit of flexibility and variety in what you can do. And then these are really fun. If you look up Little Looms magazine, they give you lots of really great ideas on projects. And then again, we have the candle and the hand cream with the orange and clove. And this stuff is wonderful. The kids actually helped me make this. And it's all natural and very, very good. Because, with as much between winter being hard on your skin and hands naturally, and then us messing with fibers and crafting, I don't know about y'all, but my hands always get super dry. And then even worse in the winter. So I wanted to make sure everybody had all the little creature comforts to get them through winter. And then the last box set is the spinning box set, which I went a little generous on the spinning because I'm totally in like a spinning era right now, partially because I'm having to spin all the skeins of yarn for these winter comfort sets. But lots of goodies in this one. So you get 3D printed drop spindle in this wonderful color appropriate filament plastic. And then you also get a matching nitty knotty, so you can wind up your finished yarn. And then it folds flat, which is really wonderful because then you can just throw it in the bag. So if you do spin nights or whatever. The obligatory cup of tea. Again, the candle, the beeswax pine scented candle. There's the camera that we made here. Like I said, the kids helped me make both the candles and the hand cream. I thought it was a blast. So then we have the orange and clove scented hand cream. And then we have a spinner's friend. So you can do around the middle, you can do the wraps per inch. It's divided, and then it's 2 inches total. So depending on how you want to wrap your set. And then it gives you a guide as to what gauge or weight or thickness of yarn is on each of those. So that is handy. And then you get 2 storage bobbins that are flat pack storage bobbins. They come apart, but and this is really great for, if you're a spindle spinner, it gets it off your whirl, or if you're a wheel spinner, you're not using up all of the bobbins that are specific to your wheel, so you can get them off and let them rest, or if you don't know what you want to ply them with or whatnot, they're great for that. And then you get 2 grams of Angelina, silver Angelina, or Firestar. I don't know what the difference is. I've heard them called every which way. And then you get 2 ounces of the locally grown, locally milled in Ohio fibers. It's a Dorset and alpaca blend. And then you get a creamy white, and I want to say this is, I can't remember offhand, I think it's a Corriedale wool. And then this teal, I know for sure is Corriedale. So you get 2 ounces of each of these. And then you get 2 ounces of the merino that I've spun up all the other stuff in. And if you look, it's kind of got a hint of like white frost in it. And it spins like a dream. I love it because it's probably some of the most well-balanced yarn I've spun with that merino. So those are the kits. They are only limited quantity. I only have a handful. Like I said, they make really great gifts for either yourself or someone else that you know that's into fiber arts. Okay, and then I've got some hand towels, some embroidered hand towels that the cat is taking ownership of. These are great little kitchen towels. You can see the cat has taken ownership of them, so she has to move and get on top of them. These are embroidered by me. They're these wonderful all cotton tea towels. And then this one is great for any crocheters in your life. And those are, let me see if I can pull those up. The downfall of having a bunch of stuff in the Buy It Now section is you have to scroll for days. Aha, there we go. Or not? Okay. So that would be that tea towel right there. These are embroidered, so you don't have to worry about washing, and the colors stay vibrant. So I have this one if you're a crocheter or want to gift to a crocheter. I have, if I can get the cat off of them, because like I said, she owns them now. I have these really wonderful filigree um, wheels that are embroidered, and these are all $12. And then I have the filigree wheel in a different colorway. And the adorable ba, kind of like an embossed look on those. And that's silver, so it gives a nice little shimmer. And then I have this ba in like a variegated teal silver thread. So it's got a lot of like visual texture to it. Like I said, these are all $12. And then if you have a weaver in your life that you want to gift, or even for yourself, you don't find a lot of weaving paraphernalia, I find. So, and it's kind of hard to graphically represent a loom. Gets a little cluttered. So that's $12 as well. And then I have two colorways of this I Knit, Therefore I Am. Got it in the pink that I just showed, and then this orange. Again, those are $12. Those make really great like hostess gifts and stuff like that for the holidays. As do the banners that I showed. All right, I'm going to show a little bit of our hand spun yarn, and these all you can find all of these in the Buy It Now section. Let me unpin that. All right, so this first one that we have, I love this colorway. It's gorgeous. So this is a worsted weight. It's a wool and silk blend, and there's lots of color. Not sure how well you can see. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for joining us. So this is only 22 yards approximately. So it's only $14. Not a lot of yardage, but it's a great like touch of luxury if you just want to add like a pop to a project, or you want to dabble into hand spun without investing too heavily. So this is only $14. It's worsted weight, 22 yards at 0.9 ounce. Hi, Ghost. Thanks for joining. So then actually, let's do this one because this is actually from Danielle's sheep. This is Fin Sheep. I dyed this myself. I am Ghost. Thank you for asking. We got our first day of snow today, so the kids have been a little amped up, and then I of course had to like dig out the car. But so this is Fin Sheep wool, hand spun. I dyed it myself as well, and I kind of wanted to see because Fen Sheep. This was my first time spinning sheep because it's one of the breeds that I'm looking at getting. So I bought some from another vendor, and I wanted to see how fine I could get it. And I think I got it fairly fine. I could probably go a little finer. There we go. Where's the camera? Yeah. So this is like a fingering weight. It's 224 yards at 4.1 ounce. And that is $60 for the whole length. Oh yeah, I bet. Well, that's the thing. Like in Texas, I always like idolized all the locations that had snow and stuff. Like, oh, it must be great living in a place that there's like real winter, and now I'm like, what was I thinking? Like I live someplace where like it hurts to breathe the air. All right, the next one is this is another luxury one. So this is DK weight. It is a wool and silk blend. It's approximately 342 yards at 5.2 ounces. You can see the colors. And if you look, it's the wool plied with the silk. So it gives it this nice texture because the wool like kind of fluffs up, but the silk doesn't. So you kind of get this neat little like curly Q effect. I love plying wool and silk. So that one, and like I said, all of these are found in the buy it now section. So this one's $80, DK weight, wool and silk, 342 yards. Yeah, y'all are probably still like able to go to the pool and stuff too, aren't you, Ghost? I don't miss the summers there though. I will grant you that. Danielle, did y'all get snow? Because you're further north than me, so I would think that y'all got snow. All right, here's the next one. It is this really nice. I spun this one fractal, so it's got a lot of fun little color. The blue and purple. Oh yeah, yeah. Did it melt? Because like we had the first round overnight last night, and then it kind of all melted throughout the day because the ground was still too warm, and then it's snowing again now. Nothing crazy, but enough to get the kids all riled up. So this one is DK weight. It is 100% wool. I'm not sure what breed this one is. I am not very good at my record keeping. Oh gosh, that's the worst because then everything's muddy. At least when it's frozen, it's not like it's delayed mud. 156 yards, 4.2 ounces for $50. I love that one. I have so much yarn. It's one of those like you want to keep it all, but then you have more than you can use. So here's some more little smaller skeins. I like spinning yarn fractally because I enjoy the way that the colors end up. So this one has been spun fractal. It's a little guy. It's only 34 yards. It's worsted weight and only $18. And this guy has some strays on it. All right, this guy is only 58 yards. This is some local Dorset wool blended with some of my Angora rabbit. I actually did a live demo, and this is what we ended up carding up. So it's got the combination of the durability of a Dorset wool, and then it's got the warmth and the softness. The Angora lends itself to it. It's still a little scratchier than you would maybe want super close, but it would be good for like gloves or socks or something that you're going to want a little bit more durability because that Dorset will help there, and then that Angora makes it warm. I'll do this one next because this one's a fun colorway. I was worried it would turn to mud because it's kind of questionable color choices, but I didn't. A lot of these that I've spun, I didn't dye. I'm a sucker for like oogling other people's work, and then I just have a whole bunch of wool at my house, and then I have to spin some of it, and then I have to sell some of it so I can buy more wool that I'm oogling. That's how that works. It's a vicious cycle. This is DK weight, 100 yards, 3.7 ounces for $40. It's 100% wool. Let's see what else. Oh, let's do some art yarn, yeah. This one is probably my favorite that I have ever made. And the fact that it has lasted this long and not been purchased is surprising. It is only $55. It is spun thick thin. So the wool, it's a combination of wool and recycled sari silk. And then it is plied with silk. So that purple thread that you see plied, that is a silk thread. And then you can see some of the sari silk popping out. So it's got a fun, and then with the thick thin, it's got lots of texture. This would be a fun, like in wall hanging or really hyper textured scarf. It's about 65 yards, 4.9 ounces, and completely wool and silk. Only $55. I feel like that's not too shabby, huh? And this was another one of those, I was doing a demo, and this is the yarn that came from it. So this is a combination of alpaca, my own Angoras that we raise, and Cheviot. It's worsted weight, 45 yards at $25. And it's kind of got a little bit of a gradient effect. So at a certain point, it transitions to only the alpaca and the Angora. And then it's plied with the Cheviot and alpaca Angora mix. So that's what this colorway right here is, the Angora and the alpaca together. And then the blue is that Cheviot. So that is only $25. And I'm telling you, that alpaca Angora blend is so soft and so warm. And I really like the colors too. I think they go well together. All right, what else? Let's do a pop of color. We've got, this can be slightly festive. So this is worsted weight. It is a Cheviot Scottish Blackface blend wool. And it's 174 yards, 7.3 ounces. And you've got like pops of blue. I can never find the camera. And then like a yellow and then a green. So very bright, very colorful. Make a good project for a pop color this winter. Thank you, Ghost. Okay, here's another smaller skein. This one is only 28 yards at 0.4 ounces. It's 100% wool, and it's lace weight. So it is fairly fine. And that one is only 15 for that one. And then we have this larger skein. Again, this one's fractal spun because I love the way the colors kind of play in a fractal, because you'll have patches where it's the same color, and then you'll have patches where you get the barber pole effect. So this is DK weight, 100% wool, 175 yards at 5.3 ounces, and this is $65. Everything and more can be found in the Buy Now section. Here's another fractal spun. So this one you get a lot of variation in the skein. So it goes from, you can kind of see it really well there. So it goes from light, and then the medium in the middle, and then a little bit of bolder, darker color here. This is worsted weight. It's Cheviot wool, It's approximately 204 yards and 7.4 ounces. This is $84. But that's a lot of wool. You're getting there on a lot of yardage. I mean, you just look at the like the skein that it makes. It's like the size of. I mean, almost. Yeah, that's a lot of wool. Be perfect. What was the yardage on it? Yeah, that would be perfect for the the cowl that I just pattern released not that long ago. The twist and shout cowl. It needs approximately 200 yards, so that would be a good one to do that in. Okay. The next one is kind of shades of a pinky purple and blue. There are 190 yards here, 7.5 ounces of wool. It's Cheviot and it's worsted weight, and that's $80. So that's a lot of wool too. If we were to skein that up, size of head. Well, I don't know why that's like a good. I blame that on my boys. The whole like, hey, let's compare things to the size of my head. All right, we'll do a couple more. So this one, I don't know. This reminds me of Girl Scouts so bad. So shades of blue and green. And this is worsted weight. It is Cheviot, 88 yards at 4 ounces. Okay, I've got one more art yarn. This is another one that's thick thin. This one is highly energized, so this would be make an amazing texture in weaving, or even just like a woven scarf, knitted scarf maybe. But lots of texture. The thicks and the thins aren't as pronounced as my last thick thin, but hello, thanks for joining us. So this is a thick thin. How are you? This one is 100% wool. It's approximately 34 yards at 4 ounces. And we'll do another really colorful one. So this one's got wonderful turquoise and orange. This one is 100% wool, worsted weight, approximately 150 yards, 4.2 ounces. $86. All right, we'll do one more and then we'll call it a night. So this, we've got shades of blues and pinks, but they're a little bit more subdued than the last blue pink one. It's subtle. It is 100% wool, DK weight, approximately 114 yards, 4 ounces for $50. And that is all I've got for you tonight. There is everything that I showed tonight is in the Buy It Now section. The Winter Comfort gift sets are going to be a limited time product. So make sure you take a look at those. Those are going to be a lot of work and love and thought and care has gone into making those. So take a look at those, and they're shipping out now. We just finished our pre-order for them, so they're shipping. And then there's lots more. I've got, if you're a spinner, I've got some really great holiday friendly roving braids. Great for gifting, great for crafting yourself or others. So definitely check those out. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And I will be posting another show soon. Normally we do Thursday nights at 8, but obviously next Thursday it is Thanksgiving here in the US. So I will be probably skipping next week. We might do a Black Friday sale next weekend. I don't know. So make sure you follow us, and hopefully we'll see you next show. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you want to say bye real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, come here.
What do you, Mom?
Oh, I was about to say bye. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
What?
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 I just have to figure out how to. Ghost says bye. She called you a cutie. All right, you gonna run away now?